Okay, so it's been a couple of weeks since we moved, and I wanted to blog, about it, but I wanted to wait because um, the first few weeks after a move can be pretty stressful. So, um, yeah, well, either that or I'm just stressed. Maybe I'm just stressed, and that's the way that I am. That's probably pretty accurate. So we moved, and we have two cats, Nico and my cat Black, and we we got my cat Black fixed before we moved because we felt it was time, but also it was a requirement under the lease for this place. So he had been peeing everywhere in the other place, so um, we decided that it was time. But he also got sick after we. I mean, when we picked him up from the vet, um, he got sick, and it may have been because we moved and he'd never moved before. He'd always been at the place we were before this. He was technically a stray, and we took him in. And we took his sister in, and his sister didn't survive, and he did. And this place where he'd been, the other trailer park, uh, it was the only place he ever knew. So that might have had something to do with the fact that he got sick. So he got sick and he wouldn't eat and was lethargic and sneezing and just basically not responsive. And we figured out that he was having problems with his teeth. He lost a tooth when he was fighting with another cat over at the other place. And so now he's just chewing on one side. Well, the problem with that is it makes it hard for him to chew it also. But then he got tired of eating turkey cold cuts, which I understand. But anyway, he's also trying to be the dominant cat, which isn't going to work. We had our cat Nico before we had him. So that has got to work itself out because it's making my cat look like a bully. Um, so he smells, but he's still eating. So I don't know why he smells. It concerns me. Um, I don't know if something's infected or not because when he doesn't feel well, he doesn't want me to touch him, so it's not like I can check it out. But then what else happened was that just when I got to the point where I felt like I could relax enough, uh, and I got my synthesizers out, I got my small one out, and was just doodling around with it, and I had gotten bit while I was in bed, and I got up and I was doodling around with the synthesizer, and I noticed that I had gotten a red streak and my arm swelled up. Well, at first I really didn't think anything of it. I waited for it to go down, and it didn't go down, and then I decided that I guess I better wake my mother up, um, to have her look at it. Um, it was 2:30 in the morning, and I was more concerned about waking her up than I was about the fact that my arm was twice its size, its normal size. So, upon my own advice, he actually popped this blister of this thing that had bitten me It's on my wrist. See? Right there. Right there. This thing caused a red streak that went up my arm all the way up to my elbow. Okay? And there's a little pinprick right there. Right there. Still not going away, and I've been taking Benadryl, and we put salve on it and put a band-aid on it when I'm supposed to do that again today. But this Benadryl is kicking my ass. And I have no idea what bit me. Okay. My mother was tired and decided that going to the emergency room at 2:30 in the morning wasn't a good idea. And you have to factor in the fact that we don't have a vehicle and all that. And also my history is that when I go to the emergency room, people think that my mother's abusing me, so she wants to avoid that, regardless of the fact that I do have insurance. Anyway, so how did this get to be this long? Jesus. Alright, I'm done.